Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from ATSstats.com. And what I thought I'd do here today, guys, I've been mentioning along in the videos that I was going to do a video on how to bet our tip sheet. Now, each and every day we give out our top selections at ATSstats.com, and a lot of the customers are saying, the horses, the numbers are coming in, but they're not making money, right? And what I thought I'd do is I'd do a video on how to use our selections, or anybody can use their own selections and use this way of betting on horses. And if you're a novice, like a novice bettor to horse racing, this will be a good introduction video on how to bet on horses and the different types of wagers you can do. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through that right now. Now, in this video, we're going to give out five or six different types of wagers. Now, it's frustrating, we give out selections. Say we liked 4, 5, 6 in a race, and the 5 comes in, but you had the 6 as a win, and just how do you bet your horse picks, right? And trust me, you're not alone on this. The one thing you want to keep an eye out for is value, and I've said it a few times in videos. Some of the best jockeys at some of the top tracks like Gulfstream, Santa Anita when it's running, the Aqueduct, Belmont, all these top tracks, they all have some of the best riders, right? And the way I look at it, it's like baseball. The best jockeys at a track is like betting on the Yankees and Red Sox every race, every day. You're not going to get a lot of value because 9 out of 10 times the top jockeys on a horse are going to be the favorites, and you're just it's like betting the Yankees at minus 250 all the time, right? You're not going to get a big return on your investment. You're going to take a big risk, and there are different ways to make opportunities betting on the horses, and I'm going to show you a couple right now. Looking at the first option here, I call it double Dutch. Now, the way you double Dutch is you take your top choice horse that you like. So let's say there's a race, the first race at Gulfstream, I like the 3 horse. Now, what I'm going to do, say he's 3-1. I'm going to take that 3 horse and I'm going to bet him to win into place. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because in case that 3 horse, and depending on the odds, if he comes in second, at least you can probably recoup some of your money back in your initial wager, right? So let's say I take the 3 and I put $10 to win, $10 to place is a $20 bet, but he comes in second. Let's say he was 5-1, 5-1, 6-1. 6-1, it probably pays $24. So you probably get to win. For the place, probably, who knows, maybe $14, $15, but at least you're going to recoup some of that money back. But if you take a horse that's like 20-1, 30-1, and he comes in second, you're going to make money. Now, double Dutching to me, it's probably one of my most popular ways of betting. And you know what? If the horse comes in first, you get paid twice. So that's a nice, and think of it. In a race, there's only really, like win, place, or show, there's only 6 payouts. Like a win, you got 3 payouts. A place, you got 2. And then a show, you only got 1. So you only really have an opportunity to get paid 3 times if you're lucky to win, twice if you place, once to show. But in total, there's 6 payouts given at that window, right? But if you bet them to win into place, that horse comes in first, you get paid twice. So that's what I call double Dutch. The second one here, it's called back wheeling. One of my buddies, he's a horse racer, and he taught me this one, and I like this. This is a good one here. What you want to do is, a lot of people will take the favorites, and let's say you like the favorite in a race. He's 3-1, 2-1, whatever, and you want to box him with another horse. Well, if the 3 comes in, you're not getting paid, and it's a high risk for a low reward. But if you take that favorite and you box him second with the field. So what you want to do, let's say I like the 3. The 3's favorite. I'm going to take the 3 to come in second. So I'm going to take him for place. And then I'm going to box, it doesn't have to be every horse in the race. It can be just, say, the long shots. Let's say, some of the horses are 15-1, 16-1, 7-1. Take those horses, put them in the first to win. And then, you wheel it with your favorite horse, because normally if a favorite, it's tough when a favorite is always favored, but does he always come in? No. Sometimes they're going to get beat. I call it the jokers, these jokers who come in out of the blue. out of a race. But let's say you take that 3 and he goes wire to wire, but he gets caught at the wire to come in second by a 40-1 long shot. Well, this way, if you had the field and he comes in, the field came in first, and you had your favorite come in second, well, you're gonna get a nice little payday, and it's a good money management way to make money, and you're just not front loaded on favorites, right? So what you want to do is take the favorite, put him in second place, and then take the field, put the field, you can box him into the first hole, and then you got the field to win, and then you got the your favorite horse to come in second, and we call that back wheeling exacta. The third one, exacta box, this one here is pretty popular with the bettors. And what you want to do here, guys, is you want to take 2 or more horses and box them. Now, obviously, the more horses you take, it's going to be more expensive. What I like to do is, let's say if I give out 3 picks, normally my 3 selections that I give out on the tip sheet, there's always a middle of the pack, range horse. So what you want to do is, let's say I like the 4, the 9, and the 10. Well, then you just go 4, 9, 10 exacta box. It'll cost you either, you want a $1 exacta box or a $2 exacta box. It'll cost you either $6 or $12, depending on which one you want to exacta box. But if any of those horses, the 4, the 9, or the 10 come in any order, you get paid. So, or if you just like 2 horses, it'll cost you $4 exacta box. Let's say you like the 5 and the 7, and you just go to the window or you do it online. You say, you know what, 5, 7 exacta box. This way the 5 and 7, as long as they come in first and second, you'll get paid. The third one is one that I was taught when I was a kid. I used to, in Ottawa, go to the track at Connaught. There's a track in Elmer, Ontario, in Elmer, Quebec, called Connaught, and the one at Rio Carlton in Ottawa. And one of my mom's buddies, Casey, big racing track, and he used to call this Chinese checkers. And I don't know where he got the name, but it's 1, 2, 3. And what you want to do with this strategy of betting, and Casey used to say all the time, take the thinking out of it. If you don't know what you're doing, stick to your 3 numbers. It's almost like the lottery, right? Stick to 3 numbers and just bet those numbers all the time. And for me, I've always been a fan of the 1, 2, and 3 horse race horses, because they're the closest horses to the rail, and they got the shorter distance. So for some reason, I've always, if I do trifectas, it's always, I always throw in a 1, 2, 3, and I always look at that when I'm doing the horse racing and I'm watching the odds box. If I see the 1, 2, 3, like there's some great odds. If I see a 20-1 on the 1, I see a 15-1, or I see a 7-1, and I'm saying, you know what, I'm gonna go Chinese checkers today. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna take that 1, 2, 3 horse, and hopefully buy a ticket, either $1 ticket or a $2 ticket, trifecta. And if it comes in, you got yourself a nice payday. But the thing is, you got to stick with your 3 numbers, right? It's almost like the lottery. And 1, 2, 3 is one of the things. I've been doing that for like 30 some years, ever since I've been betting horses. And 1, 2, 3, and Casey taught me that one, so I always use that when I do a trifecta. All right, the Joker's Wild. What I do here with the Joker's Wild, it's a system that I've come up with in the last couple of months, and it's what I do is I take off our tip sheet. I keep track of all the jockeys in a race, and I take the 4th best jockey in the race. And the reason why I do that is because of the value perception, right? Public's choice is, like the Yankees and Red Sox, they're always going to bet them, right? But no one takes the Milwaukee Brewers. No one takes the Toronto Blue Jays. Nobody takes that middle of the team, the Padres, right? And what I'm looking for is value in a race with a good jockey that doesn't, not necessarily one of the top jockeys, but maybe right there in the middle of the pack. And normally those middle of the pack jockeys have some good odds. And I've been doing this for a while. You can see our record at atsstats.com. All you got to do is go to the top of the menu page, go under entries, and go to Joker's Wild. And I'll just show you real quickly. Today is April 22nd, and out of 371 races, we have $228 in earnings, and we're hitting at a 32.3% clip. So that's pretty good when you consider, it's long shots, right? And when you can hit long shots at that odds, that's pretty good. let's get back to our yeah. So the Joker's Wild is the fourth best horse in the race, and we normally take that to win, place, or show. Now, what you want to do with the Joker's Wild is take the Joker's Wild each day at atsstats.com. We give out our tip sheet, and we're almost at a point where we're going to have a tip sheet that's going to be on every track, every race. It's going to be a great tip sheet, and there'll be a Joker's Wild edition in there, and that's the fourth best horse or jockey in the race, and it'll be Joker's Wild. And you'll want to bet that, and bet it to win, place, and show. And depending, let's say there's 10 races, it'll cost you $60 on the day. You know, if in Tampa Bay Downs there's normally only 8 races, it'll cost you $48, but you'll get a chance over a long period of time to make money. And the last way to bet, I call it the Missouri pick, and you know, we all know Missouri is the show me state. And if you're new to horse racing and you have a low tolerance for risk, your risk level is very low, then you just bet your top choice horse that you like to show. So if you like, you know, a medium favorite or favorite, bet them to show. And according to the Woodbine.com website, it says here that the favorites win 32% of the time, the second place horse 53%, and the show first, second, or third, you know, the third best horse in the race comes in 67% of the time. So if you're, you know, obviously if you're going to bet the Missouri pick, the show pick, it's not going to pay a lot. But you know what? Some people don't care about that. They just, you know, if you're like my wife, all you care about is get your money back. That's all she cares about. If she bets on it, she goes, well, I don't care if I win a lot as long as I get my money back. And a lot of people are like that, right? So Missouri, show me the money, show me the pick, or show me the money on the third place. And those are some of the ways that I would recommend that you guys bet you know, your pick, my pick, whoever's pick. It's a good way of making money. So there you have it, guys. That's my ways of betting on horses. Hopefully that you know, gives you a little bit of an insight and help on you know, how many ways. I'm sure there's many ways. And you know what, guys, if you have a way that you'd like to share with me, and maybe I add it to this article, I would be more than happy to, you know, look at it. And if it's something that I think our clients and our visitors at the website would benefit from, no doubt I will add it to our website. But I would love for you guys to send to me. You can get our email off the website, and hopefully that will help you. And if you're interested in my top plays, you can get them each and every day right here, or just look at below this article, and there should be a link leading up to our sign up page. So there you have it, guys. My name is Ron Raymond. I'm the owner-founder of atsstats.com. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And hopefully this video helps you out. Like I always say, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.